The young people commend the RPF Inkotanyi for liberating Rwanda 26 years ago and say they intend to follow in their footsteps to make a difference not only in their own lives, but the lives of all Africans in general. What advice can you give us, young people in the diaspora, so that we can reinforce good governance and continue to see ourselves as part of it more and more? What can other countries learn from Rwanda's governance practices in line with liberation? Rwanda and other African countries are trying to work together in order to develop, but challenges exist, including some countries opting to isolate themselves, with governance also an issue. As youth, where do you think we should focus our efforts to help Rwanda and Africa in general develop? The discussion centered on Rwanda's liberation struggle and the fight the country is now engaged in to develop, but important points were also made about Africa's broader aspirations.
When
it comes to Rwanda's liberation, or even Africa's, there must be the role of the leadership, Africa's leaders. The role of the youth too is very prominent. That is a must. However, for a person to liberate a country or Africa, they themselves must first be liberated. As individuals, you must liberate your mindset and understand what you are fighting for, the broader picture, and reflect that picture in the way you live. Our youth, therefore, living in different parts of Africa must first be liberated themselves. African unity was also emphasized as essential to development as a whole. Intra-African trade is at just 15%, yet trade between Africa and Europe is at 30%. That in itself is a problem. But for that intra-trade to develop, there must be infrastructure, things like roads and railway lines, as well as airports, and that is why the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement includes many other things like the continent's aviation sector, the movement of people from one country to another. All that is a process, a journey. Minister Biruta also emphasized that no African country can truly develop in isolation, and eliminating the challenges hindering the continent as a whole is what will yield tangible results.